Okay, hopefully stream is a little bit more stable now for you, and we are able to get back into the game. Guys are about to go live in the knife round, so let's get you into the game as quickly as we possibly can. Map number 2 of... well, actually they're not quite ready for knife round, my mistake, but it won't be too long. Map number 2, Copenhagen Wolves having won the first one, 16-14 on Dust 2. Many people are going to be sitting at home now, Pansy, and thinking, hey, it's going to be a 3-map at this one.
I think we're all thinking that. I think we had a little discussion about it, thinking, well, that was NIP's probably weaker map. I don't think they're not bad at it. You know, you can't say they're bad at any maps, really, but it's certainly not one of their stronger points. Whereas here, they're fairly strong. They've had some upsets on it, but that was when this map first got kind of introduced back to rotation, and it started getting, you know, a little bit more played. But then again, remember the lead that the Copenhagen Wolves did get against Very Games. It was insane. It was huge. Device, the man who's on your screen there, Dupree as well. Those two, the D&D combo, were absolutely unstoppable until the second half. And then they fell apart. But will NIP allow them to do what, you know, they're able to do to Very Games? I'm not sure. NIP have a lot of variation. They can adapt very nicely. I don't think they're going to have the same kind of issues as Very Games had with them, but it's certainly a strong side.
So what they've got then on Mirage. We're going to kick off with the bludgeoning round. And right old collection of rogues kitchenry right now. The knives are coming out
the
fully.
kitchen.
I did, but it wasn't in that context, wrong context. That was some brutal stabs coming in from Get Right. Didn't work out though with the primary slashing there, and Finish will pick up the first knife kill. That gut knife just looks horrible, doesn't it? Not horrible in a bad way, but horrible in just like, ooh. So does the Karambit as well, which has got a bit of scorched on it. They're growing on me. The skins, they are.
You weren't a fan initially.
But they are growing.
Purist in you was a little bit like.
Yeah, but they are growing.
I like it.
2v1 right now. Device is last man standing. Oh, he's got one. Can he get the second now? And he can. Lucky that didn't last too long. Otherwise, I'd run out of breath. Copenhagen Wolves winning the knife round and will presumably stay CT. Mirage, as we've said before, she's been with us through the balanced map of all the maps in the map pool, on this version at least. Anyway, you'll notice that we're playing the ye old version of Mirage. The new one, it looks much prettier, I have to say, but I hate to say it, but I prefer this version to play.
There with you. I'm there with you. It does look beautiful, the newer one, but it doesn't feel competitive? Oh, I feel horrible. It fully, but we are going to be underway in the first round here. It will be NIP on the T side, whereas the CTs will be the Copenhagen Wolves, who had such a strong half on this very side before against Very Games, the team they had to beat to get to this point. Let's see if NIP are going to fall victim to a similar fate. Here they go, leaping in towards the A bomb side. Dupree does manage to take down Forrest, but other than that, it's the NIP show so far, taking down 2. Looking for way through, NIP have got a good foothold towards the A-bomb now. Free spamming it out. Oh, nice connection down to Freeberg. Barely saw him again, but this man knows what he's doing. 3v3, all even. Fiflaren left on only 6 HP as well. Oh, and that could have been pivotal. Get right around the rear. As we know, he likes the rotates there. Not paid off this time. And Copenhagen Wolves will have the advantage of 1 player. Now, I say that, it's a lot more than that, as Fiflaren is so damaged up. They are going to be looking towards the other bomb site now. Testing out B. We saw Freese isn't too far away. I think this might have an idea that he's a little bit closer. Fiflaren being the meat shield with a mere 6 HP being pushed forward. The Copenhagen Wolves starting off in a very similar fashion to what we saw in the previous game. Freese can hold them off. Very important round. 20 seconds remain. They're playing this right down to the wire.
Too slow.
I'm about to say, they've... what time do they have to work with? It's all eggs in one basket, and that basket looks like it's about to be smashed by the Copenhagen Wolves. Oh. Perfect use of that, just slowing them down enough, splitting them apart. If Flaren goes aggressive, bomb will not go down. Did the bomb actually count as being planted there?
Wasn't down in time.
So
Wouldn't have
no
won the
money
round
earned,
anyway.
minimal kills made, and a very slow indecisive push from NIP.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the money for the bomb.
Okay, well at least that's a little bit of silver lining, but seeing indecision from NIP this early on, surprising to me.
Whoa, hold on. Can we get back? What the hell was that P90? No, seriously, what the hell was that P90? Oh, it's the Death by Kitty one, that's why. That just looked really weird. When at first I was like, wait, what? Yeah. That must be your favourite skin.
I kind of like it. I want a kitchen skin though. Varying cutlery all over it.
Deagle from Exist here is actually pretty horrible. That was useless. And I'm sure he won't mind me saying that. That was horrible. So straightforward round for Copenhagen Wolves in round 2 to make it 2-0.
I do like Dupree's knife, I've got to say it. I really do have to say it. That Slaughter Gut knife is pretty awesome. I'm liking the new added animations that come with it as well. I think it actually does look very cool.
That you can show off your weapons.
Yeah. I'm from Call of Duty, this is all I used to do. Something looks pretty, fantastic, takes absolutely no skill. But you know, it looked nice. Anyway, T-side putting all the members down towards B, and well, they're in trouble already. Zip has got the first onto Freeberg, looking for more, and well, he's in the right place at the right time, tagging a hell of a lot of them up. Fetish comes in with a crossfire, lovely play going in from these guys. It's an eco bash, but look at that, mere amounts of health being taken off Zip, and that was perfect crossfire, baiting them in, tagging them up, and taking them down. And NIP are normally so strong at being able to take the money every time they work a situation well. And the last couple we've seen is very un-NIP-like.
Yeah, and 3-0 Copenhagen Wolves. What did NIP do this time round? With some weapons. AKs abound. Early smoke is not placed very well. Fifth Laren does pick up the opening kill now. Can he get the second one here onto Fetish? He can! Fantastic entry kill from Fifth Laren. Freeze though nailing Fifth Laren as he falls down into the bomb site. But is that the decoy? Because they've got 3 man out in mid, and Device suddenly springs out and surprises them, and they've had to back away. 4 versus 3. Device now on the rotation. 2 still sitting in mid. In fact, they've got 3 there right now, and they are going to push up ramp in towards the A bomb site. Fryce going to cover the 6. Freitberg round the side. 1 man in towards the bomb site. Here they go. They're going to push in with Exist. Takes out Dupree. And now Freeze and Device have now got to come back towards the site from the other bomb site. Bomb about to be planted here. It won't matter though. Forrest has picked up 1. Can he get the second one? He can! With a headshot into Device. And Ninjas in Pyjamas win the 4th round. It's 3-1.
They needed that so much. We know how dangerous Copenhagen Wolves can be when they start building that momentum. And the danger with them is if they get that 1 round after they're meant to, that's the confidence in the bag. That's Device getting a little bit of a switch on. And now let's have a little look to see if they can keep this one up. They can claw it back. They're still in a great position here. NIP thrown off their game a little bit, but focusing towards B again. You can see Exist and Freeberg still looking around mid. Waiting for their time. No need to rush. Nice position from Freeze. Doesn't actually land the shot this time, only receiving damage there. Waiting for their time to shine. Device dropping out the flash, just trying to hold back anyone who might challenge, but slowly played out round for NIP, waiting for it all to kind of feel right, and that's just the feeling they were waiting for. Freeberg finding Dupree, opening up a touch towards the A area. Device gets a little bit wary, and right to be so, finds the revenging kill, avenging his fallen teammate. Now looking for Gerard, not going to be so easy this time. There's certainly no very games, they don't fall so quickly as that. And now Zip pushing out from that middle connection to find Forrest. And Forrest will absolutely obliterate anyone. And Freeze now the last man standing in a 1v4. This is NIP. This is what I've been waiting for. These guys took a little bit of time. Yeah, it took a while. But they certainly warmed up here. So just going to try and save the AWP, I can imagine. No need to be challenging and pushing. NIP hot on his trails. And a little bit of team fire just to...
Yeah.
It's getting late. And there we go. Forrest will find Freeze. And NIP bring this a little bit closer.
Yeah, so... GG, that's going to push Copenhagen Wolves on to a Joe round. by the looks of things. Yeah, a couple of 250s, 3 250s in there. But that's it. So which way do they go here? They're all going to push in towards A at the same time by the looks of things. Are they going to split top bottom? They are going to split 3-2 top bomb. 2 top. Bomb's going to go low. And try and get into the bomb site. Meanwhile, Copenhagen Wolves, they've only pushed 2 men onto this bomb site, but one of them is Dupree and the other is Device, and they've done good work inside this bomb site. 2 down. And now the rotation comes across. Freiburg, a little bit of team fire in the middle of that, but he did pick up the frag on Freeze as well. They aren't going to plant the bomb just yet. They're going to make ultra sure that they're going to be safe. Oh, actually, Zip's very close indeed, and they've heard him or seen him or figured something out through the smoke. And have had to back off the bomb plant. Now it gets done. 3v1. Zip last man standing. Show us what you've got, man. Or just sit there, that's fine too.
Chilling.
Chill, Winston. And found by Exist at the end of the round, so 3-3.
Or even all square. I thought we might see 2 maps actually going to Copenhagen Wolves after the way they started. Real momentum building, but can't forget it's NIP. Forest sitting pretty at the top of the scoreboard on 6 frags. And Zip doing the same for the Copenhagen Wolves on the other side. Not such a big game for Device and Dupree yet, but still early doors. Interesting flash coming out from Device. Not sure if he meant that one. But NIP looking to take this one a little bit easier. Dupree has already been tagged down to only 48. Freeze finding the reply on to Exist. And now Forrest looking like he wants to get into the action. Making his way through that middle selection. Now slowing down again. NIP just trying to test the water more than anything. No massive commitment towards either side yet. Just biding their time. You see Dupree just waiting for NIP to make their move. He's in a great position to receive Forest and Freiburg if they do decide to go towards A. Gerite edging a little bit in as well. See if this crossfire between him and Device pays off. First flash and nades start being made. No push though. Running the clock all the way down actually. 40 seconds remain. There's the flash. Gerite getting a little bit agitated now. Knows he has to push. Dupree finally turns around. Oh, he looked away at the wrong time. Freiburg will find him. And that's the opening NIP needed. Following frag does fall to the NIP side as well. Device goes down. And now it's a 3v2 in favour to Nip, who had such a tentative start, but now they are executing well. 20 seconds on the board. Zip trying to make that 20 seconds seem like a lifetime there. Taking down Gerite. The bomb still not gone down. Zip has found Forest. 1 man remains. It's all onto Fifth Laren's shoulders from such a well-executed round to a little bit of a sloppy one with 5 seconds remaining. Is there enough time, or have they left it too late again? I think we just had our answer. 4-3 is the scoreline, guys. Copenhagen Wolves spinning it around again, and this could be the momentum building they need.
It doesn't seem to matter what Ninjas in Pyjamas do. Copenhagen Wolves just equal to it in every way so far. And both maps have been very close. Never more than a few rounds in. I mean, the biggest difference we had was the 10-5 lead at half-time on map 1. But that soon got eradicated, didn't it? 7 gone, 4-3, 1 in it. Zip right now, just going to fire on through the windows. Did do some damage on Fifth Laren as well. As Gerite picks up the first kill of the round. Is Dupree going to reply back? Yes, he is. Still split 2 on either side right now. The Copenhagen Wolves, they're not tempted to go one way or the other. Bomb is in the hands of Exist and heading back towards T-Spawn. Zip trades blows with Forest and wins the battle. A huge flash in mid. 4v3. NIP running out of ideas perhaps this round. Fifth Laren tagged by Finish. Freeze now rotating back round. They've got 3 round here on B, and they've also got a man coming round behind, which is drop down as you know. It's actually Fetish who gets a double kill on Fifth Laren and Freiburg. Exist actually coming under attack there inside the upper area of that forest ledge, and now crossfire inside that B bomb site. Freeze picks up the frag, and Copenhagen Wolves stretch their lead to 5-3.
Yeah, nice way for them to start edging ahead in such important points. Money, not too much of a problem now for NIP. A couple of guns being thrown around, not left on a great deal. Clearly, as you can see, the disparity there between the two teams. Copenhagen Wolves sitting with a little bit more cash in their pocket. And let's see if they can keep hold of that. So, NIP splitting up towards A. This is the first time they're going to be fully committing to A for quite some time. See what they can do. Not so slow this time. Get right not being the same place as before. Joining Forest up in the apartments. Flashes and nades have been put down. It's go time. Dupree waits to receive. Gets the first. Here comes the rest of NIP though. Freebird gets one. That's it. Dupree showing why he was doing so well before. He can do it again. Can he find another kill? Get right on only 24 HP. Oh, he has Dupree on the hat-trick already. He's going pretty big right now with 2 more possible victims to find. Zip wants in on the action. He can't deal with it though. Fiflaren dispatches their way out of this one, and Dupree gets his 4th. He's looking for the 5th. This could be an ace right now for Dupree, going huge just when it matters, and there we have it. The ace for Dupree, exactly when it mattered. He was quiet until now, and then he's just stood up and done that. Got himself at the top of the scoreboard, 10-5, and I think NIP just learned why they shouldn't really rush against him.
Yeah, don't test him. Come at me, bro. That's the t-shirt he was wearing in that round. And 5 out of 5. 5-star Dupree. Freese picks up the first one on Forest. He actually missed 2 of the 3 shots he fired though. That could have been a hat-trick very easily, and this round could almost be finished by now. As it is, they've got to work a little bit harder, but this should be easy for Device now. He's picked up 1, can't get the second one at the back end of mid, and Fiflaren's now moving forward as Device goes for the reload. Won't matter though. Just enough time to finish him off, and this eco is going just the way you would expect it to go, with ninjas in pyjamas just toppling down like flies, and Copenhagen Wolves inexorably moving towards a 7-3 lead. 1 man to find, and there it is. 7-3 lead is confirmed. Yeah, just to confirm as well, first map score, I saw someone say it was 16-10 to NIP. It was nothing of the sort. It was 16-14, and it was to Copenhagen Wolves, game 1. Pay attention, please.
Even I made notes. They weren't correct the whole time, but even I made them. God, people. Anyway, Copenhagen Wolves doing what they do best. This is such a strong map for them, clearly. Enjoying this one, showing what they're made of. And it worked against very games. Why not NIP? But Forest going on the look. And that's all it takes, as he has found Freeze. Now advantage to NIP, maybe try to switch up the pace a bit here, work on those picks, find the openings. Dupree though still standing tall, Fetish joins in, covers him off, takes down Forest. Lovely play on him, perfect crossfire. NIP, you are not getting into a bomb site like that. That was 1 by 1, and Copenhagen Wolves expected it, locked it down, every angle covered, handled it perfectly.
12 for 5 for Dupree, top of the scoreboard after his ace. 10 and 5 for Zip, 9 and 4 Fetish, 7 and 7 Device, Freeze with 6 and on the other side, Freiburg 8 for 9, Exist 4 for 8, Forest 8 for 9, Get Right 3 for 8. I think he'll be staring at the scoreboard going, what on earth am I doing? And Fiflaren 4 for 10 after 11 rounds that have seen Copenhagen Wolves lead by 5 rounds on a map that ninjas in pyjamas just don't usually lose on. I'm struggling to remember actually the last time they lost. EMS won last season, for instance, but I don't remember them losing a best of 3. I also don't remember them losing a single RaidCall EMS1 Cup final they've ever made. So this would be new, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Right now it's a 2v2. Copenhagen Wolves looking very strong with this new lineup though, I have to say. Really does mould together very well. In-game leader and tactics extraordinaire, Fetish of course, leading the way with the addition of Device and Dupree, the killing machines, and now of course having Zip and Freeze added to the mix. And Freeze's AWP has been spectacularly good at times this evening. They are looking like a very, very good side indeed. Now IP on the other hand, we know what they're capable of, and that hasn't changed. 2v2 right now. They need to get the bomb planted. 17 seconds remaining here. Bomb is about to go down. Zip just spamming through. Almost got the kill and did get the kill on Get Right, and then picks up the frag on Fifth Laren as well. And he's so confident, he just says, Dupree, go and defuse the bomb, sir. Get it done. It's 9-3 Copenhagen Wolves.
Insane play coming out from these guys. And bear in mind, though, they did have a weak T half. That's where they almost lost out to Very Games, who won that massive comeback. So there's still a chance this can all turn around. If any team can do it, NIP certainly can. If Very Games couldn't quite get that last round that they needed, NIP would not let that fall. Or at least the NIP I know. Whether or not they are that team tonight, we can only find out. But with the scoreline currently at this marker, they're going to be tested. And Freeberg stepping up to that test, finding Dupree very early on. Getting a little bit overzealous there. A little lack of discipline going through. Needs to chill it out a bit. Very calm. Oh, great lead for Flaren though, pushing forward into Zip. Zip has adjusted. Ooh, this is a little bit close for comfort. He's spraying everywhere for Flaren. You know I love you deep down, but that was atrocious. Fetish, thank you for putting him out of his misery. And Copenhagen Wolves are now going to get their hands wrapped around this round. And now 4v3, stacking up towards that B-bomb site. Just in touch, exists in a good position though, finding Fetish on his way over. Device seems a little bit more aware of that now, playing it carefully, cautiously going through mid rather than ambushing their way there. But it is all even, 3v3, 44 seconds remaining. We know they like to play it down to the wire. Get Right, holding the rotate again. This man's so good at that every time, waiting for them to come around the back. And just getting it done. So, bomb will be going down now on that A-bomb site. As the two remaining players, Zip and Device, are all the way over by B. And I said it earlier, that positioning from Exist is just brilliant. Nice placing and just holding the rotate through mid. And he should be able to get Device as well if he looks in the right place at the right time. But by all means, this is a NIP round. They needed one, to be fair.
Yeah.
And finally, dominating the pace, controlling it, not allowing Device and Dupree to go crazy. They locked it down and did really well. Finally, I kind of wanted to see that a little bit earlier on. But anyway, this round should be over and done with. The T side, which is NIP, racking up another round.
Yeah, and you're right, absolutely right. They do need that one. 9-4. If they can get it back to 9-6, that won't be too bad. But that would have been 10-3, and then that would have been horrible for them. As it is, they're still in the game, but they do need these last 2 rounds of the half. A reminder for you: Copenhagen Wolves did win map 1, 16-14 on Dust 2. It is best of 3. This is the grand final. $600 up for grabs. A single bullet shot from the AK destroys Freese. And well, what more can you say? But when shots like that come out from Exist, you know you've got to play smart. Man advantage to the Swedes. Not rushing about this one though. They know that they can still split the 2 sites 2v2. Forrest dancing around here with Zip. And Zip had the better of that exchange, and he wins that one. Actually takes out Freiberg in the middle of that. And then Fetish picks off Forrest. And now Fetish inside the A-bomb site gets rid of Exist. They're going to dispose of them with ease in this round. And if the last round was easy for Nip, then that round was simplicity defined for the Danes. 10-4.
10-4 indeed. So let's have a look at the scoreboard, see exactly what those scores are right now. It's Dupree sitting pretty on 15-6. Sim not too far behind, 14-6 and then further down. But NIP not having that one standout player that they've been having. It's a little bit of a kind of overall for them. Anyway, let's see what they've got this round. Not knocking down into anything as it is the last round of the first half here. In the second map of the grand finals, maybe they can get something. It's just a little bit of a boost towards the next half. So, Freeberg tagged up, Flaren tagged up as well. Just got to be a little more careful. Device spamming out. Free's already pushed up. Oh, Device in trouble. Get Right peers forward with that Deagle to hand, gets some damage dealt. And Device down to only 7 HP. Exist Deagle though will connect onto Fetish. Beautiful aim coming out right now, and even though the side has slightly questionable weapons, they are putting them to perfect use. Get Right, great connection onto Dupree. There's now only Device. And Zip stand. Make it only Device, as he will go down to the hands of Exist as well. and the last round is what NIP needed then. Otherwise, the deficit might have been a little bit too worrying.
I mean, even 10-5 isn't good,
No,
but
it's not.
But it's doable, especially if you can pick up the pistol and then convert the next two. Then it's 10-8, and suddenly it's a whole different ball game. But 11-4 would have been pretty much GG as far as 11-4
really
is such
daunting.
a horrible score to come back from, because you've got massive pressure when you go into the pistols. You lose it, you lose the next two, and suddenly they only need 2 more rounds to win the game, and you have to win 11 in a row to get back into it. So important round for them to win. All the rounds are important now, but never more so than the second half pistols, which are about to get underway. Copenhagen Wolves just 6 rounds away from claiming the first cup of the season and $600 for the RaidCall EMS 1 full cup. Standing in their way, the world champions, the undisputed #1, the former winners of the RaidCall EMS 1, the first cup of the season in fact, first championship of the season I should say, the only team that have won in both seasons' regular cups, attempting to make it 3 out of 3 in the very first cup of the season. They would also pretty much, well, actually they would definitely qualify for the group stages, that's for sure. 2-man gang up at the back on the B bomb site there, and Freiburg gets the kill. Zip the only man to reply so far. Actually, Fifth Round and Forrester both drop down. Device now on the bit of a hunt here for Get Right. Goes very, very aggressive on him as well and wins the battle to even it up to 2v2. Exists now. Chips a little bit of health on Zip. Freiburg comes in with the revenge frag as well. Device now. It's going to get the double at the end of the round. And Copenhagen Wolves stretch out for victory in the grand final. They now have an 11-5 lead thanks to some brilliant pistol work from Device.
And by all accounts, it should go to 13-5. Should. Don't get me wrong, NIP can turn it around. They like their early buys, but they're on the CT side now, so it's not as easy. It's not as such a whimsical investment. Now they're in trouble. Copenhagen Wolves should be able to edge ahead here. But maybe NIP have a chance of bringing it back. Maybe they can start working things out now. Oh, for Flaren, that's not how you want to be doing it. Taken down to 22 HP already. It's a little bit of damage dealt towards Freeze, but not much to really write home at 8 HP. He's acting like he's almost out of this round already, just teasing around mid. And Fetish taking his time. T-side just letting NIP sweat a bit. They don't need to make a rush. They can take their time. They've got the lead here. There's still a minute on the board. So they can play it down to however they want. It seems though most of them are now looking towards 8. But the stack of players for NIP is also by A, so it's going to be a harder fought task. They've surely got another. Look at Exist, pushed up heavily. Zip seems to know it. He's found him, and there we go, back into the favour of Copenhagen Wolves. And well, this is the way it should be going. It was a dangerous stack, but Forrest again making it look magical with that pistol shot coming through. Dupree finds him quickly, and now only 2's down. Make it 1. Get Right's outnumbered and outgunned, and Dupree and Device close the round out and take them into a big lead here, 12-5.
It's as big as we've seen in the grand final so far. They had a 10-5 lead on the first map, of course, as well, but didn't convert the pistols, and that made it a lot closer. This time round, though, they've converted pistols thanks to that 2-man clutch by Device, and lead 12-5. 4 more rounds to claim the first RaidCall EMS 1 full cup. 60 points has usually been good enough to get you through to the group stages. The winner of this gets 100, second place gets 75 if I'm not mistaken. I probably am now thinking about it. It's been so long, I should really check. Finish with the opening kill of the round now. And they convert yet another round. It is an early buy here from NIP, but is it going to work out for them? Freiburg! Oh my goodness! Absolutely crazy work from Freiburg with a triple in mid, and Forrest gets the 5th, and the early buy did work out for the Ninjas. It's 12-6.
They're a dangerous team when they can be allowed room to breathe like that. That was astounding stuff coming out. And we said it at the start, when you give them that little bit of an inch, they will take a mile. So 12-6 now is the standing scoreline. And now Copenhagen Wolves need to pick up again. They can't allow it to get to them. They're on the not necessarily favourable side, but this is an extremely close map. Extremely close. They struggled before, though, in this half. They need to get over that. Here we go. Ooh, Device getting a little bit of damage done towards him. Forest nades will put him out of his misery, and now Forest in a fantastic position. Gets two, doesn't get the third though. Dupree sends him flying, and does try and keep a little bit of hope alive in this round for the Wolves. There's now 3v4. Towards the B site. Flaren falls, Dupree gets entrance. Get right though, finds his teammate. So a little crossfire finally kicking in, but it's still not a massive advantage in NIP. Can get one more, he's golden, but not going to happen against Get Right. Get Right holds on to this, bringing this one back. Now Freeze, 1v3, 50 seconds. It's not a lot of time to be doing this. You can see all eyes are trained on him. And there we go. Get Right will claim that one. Nicely executed round. I've got to say, Forest at the start there, getting those two early on. The following nade, that perfect play.
Yeah, started the round off nicely. Cap comes down to 5. And money-wise, obviously, Copenhagen Wolves are going to save. So in theory, Nip should be able to convert this one to come to within 4 rounds. Problem is, every time they lose one, they're going to be back on an eco almost immediately. This is going to be a slightly awkward shoot, isn't it? Get Right's going to get a couple. Freiberg exists. Clean up the rest. And that is confirmed. 4-round difference then.
Yeah, the Ninjas clawing themselves back into this one. But we do see Copenhagen Wolves with guns beside them this time, so maybe that firepower can actually convert into a round here. Looking at the scoreboard though, Freiberg actually doing really well, being that player to step up for NIP. Getting 17 to 14, but Dupree again 19 to 11. Device, the player who did well before, on about 13. So overall, they're all playing well. It's very close rounds at the moment. I don't feel as though the T side for Copenhagen Wolves is quite settled in yet. But a pivotal time like this is very hard to find comfort, especially when people aggressively there. Does get tagged up in return, taken down to 14 HP. This is risky play from him. I know he's getting a little bit too confident, but we'll back away. Sit with Forest. Try and lock something down here rather than going too aggressive to try and offset Copenhagen Wolves. 1 minute left on the board. Bomb still very much around spawn. Testing the water. See a more normal stack coming out from NIP, not going for the A stack we saw before. It's 2, 2, 1, so normal kind of beginning. Let's see who's going to break the silence. The flashes and smokes are being put down by A now. Exist takes out as merely as the red rag to the ball, peers out, finds Dupree trying to push in. And now here comes Fetish. Follows up beautifully. Can he get the third though? Peers up. Yes, he can. Exist comes up big for himself. And now Freeze and Device, the two split off towards B, are being met by Forest, who's just as much as a threat. But Freeze will put him to bed. So 1v3, this is not the easiest way to claw yourself back into the advantage. And Kobe Bryant through the window just chucks that one through. It was to Flaren's nade to take down Freeze. And put Ninjas in Pyjamas in a good position to bring it around now.
Yeah, 12-9 and very much on the comeback trail. Never ever write the Ninjas off. Always got some little trick up their sleeve to get back into a game. And this is no different right now, as Grenade doesn't actually do any damage. It looked like it had on the screen, but it didn't. And now, once more, the Wolves go hunting, but they hunt with pistols alone. Forest now pushing through into mid. Freiberg and Get Right both already picked up a frag. Forest will get the third to add to his 521,000 frags. And we'll get another one right at the end of the round. So 12-10 now. Ninjas in Pyjamas now face a gun round from Copenhagen Wolves, and this is the big round for me. 23 is the moment, because at 12-10 it's either 13-10 on an eco, which means it's 14-10,
yep,
or it's 12-11 on an eco, which means it's 12-all. Big round.
Big round indeed. Already early damage being done towards Copenhagen Wolves, and nade coming from Freiberg there, landing onto Dupree. But you can see how much this round means to them. They're taking it slowly. As Dupree gets the first glimpse of the opposition. Device peers up, trying to find one himself. Not going to happen so easily. And NIP know the magnitude as well. Both teams well aware of the situation they have at hand. Looking for the way in. Copenhagen Wolves just using mid as best they can. Dupree's got himself in a good position. The Freeberg goes on the peak, gets met by Device, who does get the better of him. 5v4 now. Get right on the rotate, gets one, looking for the second, gets the second. Clinically beautiful shooting coming out from him, making it look so easy as Device now needs to get out of there. He's already down to 24 HP. And now, 4v3 situation. CT side with the advantage. Oh, that could have been the evener, and it is. Zip has found Exist, quickly brought back to the favour of NIP by Get Right, but Fetish back and forth we go. 2v2 now, he cannot get any closer with 33 seconds remaining. Here comes Fiflaren. Fetish now the only man alive for the Copenhagen Wolves on a mere slither of health, 6 HP. That could have been his undoing. And you've got Get Right and Fiflaren. Brains in the brawn left, and Get Right will be the one to get it. So, game is certainly afoot here, and it seems like NIP are looking to take this to a third map.
It does indeed. Now, are we going to get a cheap buy? We are going to get a cheap buy from Copenhagen Wolves, so not going to be the eco that we thought they might have to take. And they might even be in a position to be able to buy every round now. But NIP will want this one. Again, they're still in the same position. Lose this one, they're back to square one again, because they will almost certainly have to eco after the next. Flashes and smokes being deployed already. Dupree does get the drop onto Forest, and is already into the bomb site right now. He's just literally rushed into the B site. He's cleaned out 2 of them. There is a third back here, and he gets rid of him as well. 3 in a row from Dupree. Get Right shutting down Fetish, but Dupree is still alive here. He's now polished off by Get Right. Zip comes in for the revenge, and Exist now has to go huge, but he can do this. It's 2v1. Oh, that grenade! It did a little bit of damage, and he's down to 61 now. Advantage. Exist needs to win the round, but Zip right now looking like the favourite, and he pops around the corner, does get the drop on him, and Zip rounds out a great round for Copenhagen Wolves, and they now lead 13-11. Now, Ninjas in Pyjamas will be fine this round, but lose the next one, critically, would be 14-11, and they would then be on an eco, facing 2 match points.
Dangerous times for both teams. They know it's on a knife edge, pretty much. That's the best way I can put it. Look at that scoreboard.
It's on a Karen bit edge.
Oh Lord above. It's my puns that people hate, not yours. Don't join in my atrocious way of casting. Anyway, as you saw, we got the Copenhagen Wolves building up again. They like it when it gets to this point. Last time, this is how they beat very games, and Dupree got a glimpse, and that's enough. Takes the head off of Freeberg's shoulders, and that is the opener that they wanted to take them to that 14th round here. But Forest now prowling through, taking his time. That nice silenced M4 now. See if you can get any decent kills with this. 1 minute on the board. Copenhagen Wolves in no rush, it seems. Oh, and Fetish is in a great place. Oh, the timing on that is heartbreaking. Gero will take him out. But I feel as though 1 second later, that would have been a very different situation. Freeze now, trying to rotate round to B, where the rest of his side are making their way towards the bomb site. Looking in towards B, Fiflaren goes down with little to no resistance, as now is a 4v3 in favour to the attacking side, who are in the lead. Here comes Forest, though. Looking towards the side, he's got Zip down. Can he find any more? Exist, gets in on the action, misses a shot to Dupree, who can get away and adjust. But will Device be so lucky? Freeso, lovely position, holding that cross towards the bomb. This is what it's going to come down to now. Exist has got one. Get Right gets the other. Dupree springs into action. Gets one. Not going to get the second. Forest will deny it and keep NIP with a little.
I reckon tonight we get 30 rounds in every map, and it will go to 3 maps. And we'd be lucky if we got away with that in overtime.
Yeah.
And it's not far off it. We're into round number 26 of map number 2. Copenhagen Wolves, remember, having won the opening map, need just 3 rounds to claim the first cup of the season. But Ninjas in Pyjamas have not given up hope just yet. Also, they forced their opponents onto a save. Just P250s and a Deagle amongst them in this particular round, and Fiflaren and Forest are going to just add some more kills to the scoreboard, and that'll be 13-all. We're exactly where we were in map 1. This was exactly the same score. Our Copenhagen Wolves going to push on for victory.
Let's see if they can repeat. Here we go. This is going to be immense for both these sides, both of weaponry Both are well set here. No one at a disadvantage. It's all about how they play this down. 1v1 skill, team skill, everything that matters in this game is going to be highlighted here. So, smoking up mid actually, not seen them doing that so heavily before. A bit of a difference. Flash is coming in towards NIP by the A area.
I don't think mid's the
it's not the
place
target
they want to go. No, I think they're going to try and push into this B bomb site.
Well, Getright's already found one on his way there, and that's Dupree, the danger man right now. They've completely forgotten Getright's there, and it's the man you do not want to miss. He's got two, can't get the third. Freeze finally gets into the action. Copenhagen Wolves are actually doing this right now. It's a 2v2. Exist and Forest left alive. Device and Freeze to try and get that bomb down. Can they pull at least the time limit into their favour? There we go, bomb down and ticking, 2v2 in the 27th round. And look where Exist is. You saw a glimpse. Oh, so close. But Exist now showing his hand, flashing in. Device. Oh my word, Device actually got that shot off. It's a 2v1. It's a 1v1. Forest up against Device. Fakes it out. Waiting for the pixel to be out of place. Device knows he's pushing in. He's got the angle on him! Device has somehow done it, ladies and gentlemen. Pulling Copenhagen Wolves in with the advantage here. 14-13. This is absolutely unbelievable.
I'll tell you what, I take you back to round number 16. It was a 1v2. Device on his own, in the pistol round. Big round to win. He clutched it in a 1v2. He's just clutched another massive round for Copenhagen Wolves, and I think he needs a bonus after this if they end up winning. 14-13 now. Weird place to put down, okay, but that's fine. 14-13 to Copenhagen Wolves, and Ninjas in Pyjamas have gone for the full buy. And I guarantee you they can't buy after this round, or if they can, it'll be a partial. But maybe they won't need to, because they'll win the round anyway. They've got to win this round to stay in the game. Lose this one, and boy, it's almost over. They do have the advantage here. 5 versus 4 now. Fetish, again, sitting in his same place that he got caught short 2 rounds ago. Short by this man. Bunny jumps over towards the bomb site for Device. He's got Fetish above him, and he's going to join him up on the ledge. Presumably this is for set smokes, yeah. Freeze waiting mid. He's going to push ramp when that smoke pops. Smoke in towards the bomb site. Getright waiting now. Another man just above him also waiting. They line up perfectly for Getright. He nails both of them. Literally sticks them on the wall like trophies. Picks up a third here. Oh, a headshot on Freeze. And Zip, now the last man alive. He'll fall to Getright as well, who joins the 4-man club and ties it up at 14-14. This is not dead yet.
This is unreal. What a game we are getting, ladies and gents. Getright 27 kills. Yeah. Forest 24.
I'm
21.
pretty sure Getright was lagging down in 4th or even last place at one point in this game.
He was. Him and Flaren were down there at the bottom. But when a game gets tense, he's the one to turn up. And Copenhagen Wolves only have pistols. This is all they've got right now in the 29th round. Slowly making the way to B. Flashes goes out. It's go time. Forest gets 1, gets 2, looking for the third.
And do you know why? That's why we call that the Forest ledge.
He's pretty darn good at it.
4 from Forest.
Wow.
15-14, and suddenly this game has swung away from Copenhagen Wolves. They were leading. They were on the verge of claiming victory in map number 2. Now, it's map point to Ninjas in Pyjamas. Copenhagen Wolves have to win this round to take us to overtime. Money-wise, not great for Copenhagen Wolves, but they've got okay-ish weapons. 2 Galil and 3 AK is okay, but they haven't got a full complement of flashes and what have you, but it's not going to make any difference. Dupree does pick up the first one. Freiburg with a double inside the bomb site, though. Device and Freeze now come back in to give the Wolves the advantage. Maybe we are headed to overtime after all. Bomb planted. Forest and Fifth Laren need to come up with the F plan. Not working for them so far. Freeze makes it a 1v3. Into the bomb site goes Forest. Still ticking away, that bomb in the corner. There's a man right on top of it as well, just for safety's sake. Can he get the kill? No, he can't. Fetish picks up the kill, and we are tied at 15 all. Just when you thought the Ninjas were going to take map 2, we'll go to another max round 5 overtime.
I cannot believe
Crazy
what we are
stuff.
seeing. I cannot believe it. Wow. And I think guys at home seem kind of pleased with that as well. I'm just seeing, oh my god. Everyone likes overtime, it all comes down to it. And do bear in mind, obviously Copenhagen Wolves do have the advantage in the fact that they can lose this one and still have a chance again. NIP do not have that. NIP are back to the wall, they've got to go all the way through here. They've got to get this if they want to stay in this right now. And what a way to kick things off, try and reclaim their title. They lost the last time they played. They lost out in the semi-finals of the offline finals of the very start of this tournament. So they're trying to build back. And one way to do it is to try and actually get the first cup win under your belt and not lose out to Copenhagen Wolves. So dangerous situation. Guys in chat, do let us know who you think is going to win in this overtime. I want to see what you guys think. Because my initial predictions were it's NIP's game. 100%.
I'm just going to go with USA, USA, USA.
You're of no use. Absolutely none.
I don't know which way round this would go.
But
I mean, they've both played
looking
ridiculously
at chat though,
crazy.
Right? I'm seeing a lot. I thought it was going to be the wall of NIP. There is a lot of Copenhagen Wolves in there, but White takes into the first round here in overtime in the second map of the grand finals.
We'll see. Overtime 1, under White. Copenhagen Wolves 15, Ninjas in Pyjamas 15, get right. Trying to lay the smack down early on. He's landed a bit of grenade damage and a little bit of M4 fire as well, but he's faced up against an AWP, so he might fancy us to back away from that. Nicely done by Existo. Puts 2 to bed inside the bomb site. Dupree will pick him up though. Freiburg coming back in with a double, and Ninjas in Pyjamas starting like they mean business in overtime. It's almost like you have to get them mad before they play well. Last man alive will be Freese. With the lightning strike AWP, he'll be hoping that lightning strikes 4 times here. He's got 1, 3 to go. Can't land the second though, and that will be a victory for Forest and a victory for the Swedes. 16-15.
Yeah, indeed. So NIP looking pretty good there, I've got to say it. I don't know if it was a poor executed round from Copenhagen Wolves. They felt as though they went out in dribs and drabs, but then again it was Exist on the bomb site who was not going to be moved. So let's find out what we have in store this round. Obviously because it is overtime they do have that money beside them anyway, so we carry on almost like we left off. And we do see Dupree and Device looking towards B, just chucking out some smoke, some flashes. Forrest not fully falling for it, just taking his time. He knows that they won't invest stupidly quickly. It is overtime after all. Slow plate through mid. Copenhagen Wolves on the slower rotate now. Looking to find their entrance here. A little bit of a boost coming out. And see the cautious play with these guys. No one's be the one to make that mistake in such an important moment. 15 to 16 overall. Nades and flashes are now going down towards A. And here we go. There's a push. Device goes forward. Finds Freiburg. Using those flashes perfectly. Freeze onto Forest. They're bringing it back, but Get Right has something to say about it. But Dupree in a fantastic position. Finding Fiflar on the rotate. Now only Get Right stands. The man who went so big in the round that really mattered is now in a world of trouble. He has got another. Dupree is out of there. Fetish and Freeze to try and find him. Oh, Freeze with a lovely shot to take that round back in favour to the Copenhagen Wolves.
Tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. Forest 29, Get Right 29, Freiburg 25, Exist 19, Fiflaren 10, Dupree 27, Zip 24, Device 19, Fetish 18, and Freese on 16. That's your scoreboard. It's all tied up at 16 all in the grand final, map number 2. Copenhagen Wolves leading by 1 map to 0. 3-2 split right now. Actually, it's more like a 3-1-1. One in mid towards the mid ramp. Also got Fetish rotating back from A, but 3 of them are currently sitting in the kitchen waiting to push into B. There's another set of smoke for device. In towards the site. And there they go. Oh, I was going to follow them, but you won't be able to see them now. Let's quickly rush over to the other side, see where those smokes pop, and you'll see them. They have covered the first window and the second window perfectly. Very nice indeed. Doesn't matter though, because they were dummy smokes. They've managed to push in towards the A bomb site right now, despite the perfectly placed smokes. Finishing nicely here, they've dropped 3 out of 5. And Forrest now rotating back in towards the bomb site here. He's just going to spray down as the bomb was about to be planted and somehow picked up the kill on Zip. Nice spray control from Forrest through the smoke. And the bomb is now down with 10 seconds to go. Flash goes in. Fetish now going to have to try and plant here. Not in a particularly good position either. They are going to try and take him down. They do take him down. And then point blank range, Fifth Laren gets rid of device. And Freeze will survive just about. But the bomb was not planted. And the aim of the game, ladies and gents, if you're a terrorist, is blow shit up. And they didn't. And Ninjas in Pyjamas won the round.
You said a rude word.
Okay.
Then again, you are my boss, so I can't really bore you to anyone, can I? Oh my god, really?
Oh no, I'm fired.
Word. Oh, if only. Anyway, LP with the advantage. I'm surprised they got it in that round, if I'm completely honest with you. That was absolutely baffling stuff. But NIP, not by much though. Copenhagen Wolves with so much stuff still to do. Now, slower play coming out from them. Meandering around mid, it's Dupree and Device doing the same route as before. When they focused down A, they looked for the same execution. They did catch a good couple off guard. And they held the rotate very nicely. So it's time to do that again. Get right, lays in wait, as does exist. Oh, Freeberg might have actually just caught on to what they're getting up to. Flashing through, looks to try and offset them. He's doing just that, finding the device already. Can he find anyone more? Oh, it's Zip to have a little shot. Fetish does get the kill. Back and forth they go. Dupree tries to take it in favor, but Get Right still stands. 3v2. Fetish and Freeze alive. Get Right absolutely dismantling the Copenhagen Wolves. As now Freeze in a 1v3. It's a 1v2 now. Has a lot of work to do. And Get Right will not allow it. 3 for Get Right that round. Big round coming in. And 18-16.
32 on the board for Get Right. 31 for Forrest. First 2 men into the 30s. Freiburg not far behind either. Dupree's also had a good game. 29 from him. And Ninjas in Pyjamas now taking an 18-16 lead. Just didn't want that one. Threw it away. Round 5. A 3-1 lead in the half at the moment, Ninjas in Pyjamas. If they can win this one as well, that would be very nice for them. They'd be very, very happy with that. Be a good return for their money. Some good smokes here through the mid. Doesn't make any difference if you're Freiburg, though. You can just pick up kills anyway. Wow, and also chiming in with a frag, but he'll get dumped down by Dupree. Well, not before delivering a whole world of pain on him, though. He's down to 13, finished off by Freiburg. 3v2 now. The Wolves moving in towards the B bomb site. Bomb about to be planted. Safety of smoke at the doorway. Grenade will just chip a bit more health off Freiburg. He's down to 21. And this is a big ask for these two to move into the bomb site. Pressure now on Ninjas in Pyjamas. Is it going to be 3-2 at the end of this first half? Get Right then, popping around the corner. Has an idea, there's a man behind the box, and if he carried on spamming there, he might have got the kill. Instead, Zip wins that battle, and it's now 2 versus 1, but Freiburg with just 15 points of health. Can he go for the ninja defuse here? Oh my goodness, oh! Just a second away from claiming a very, very close defuse. In the end, though, it's 18-17 at the half. Nip lead.
Yep, and in my eyes, the worrying factors, we're going on to the side where Copenhagen Wolves are extremely comfortable. 3-2 in overtime, basically, in favour to NIP. Last time this happened, Copenhagen Wolves went absolutely huge. So I'm a little bit worried, but I want to see what they can bring out here. This is all about how they turn up in time here. This is just a second map. It could go to a third if NIP do pick this one up, and currently they are leading. So let's see what they have in store. So we'll find out what Copenhagen Wolves are up to. The usual setup, nothing too crazy yet. Dupree once again dominating that A area, but I do believe they've got a bit of an aggressive push down mid. Zip has found one, and the second. Doesn't get the third though. Exist fends him off, but he's done a fair bit of damage. Exist has got the kills kind of evened up, but look at them right now. It's Dupree doing work onto Forest, and Exist and Get Right, the last two standing. Exist is only on 17 HP, bear in mind. Dupree is the most damaged person for Copenhagen Wolves on 66. What can these last two players do? They're looking towards A. Exist nading out, flashing out. Oh, good connection onto Fetish then, but still a long way to go. Now, we see them finally making their move. Get Right cracks it open, taking down Dupree, bringing it back. It's unbelievably close, folks. Fetish in a nice position there to try and challenge that plant, maybe hold them off long enough. Device coming around through mid. Just going to split the attention. Proud for the kills here. Get Right leading the charge, taking Device down to 48 HP. This should have been a Copenhagen Wolves round already, but Get Right has different thoughts towards this. Oh, lovely positioning. Gets another. Get Right is literally leading his team into this. Oh my word. Fetish now with 2 to find.
And he's on the right side too.
He is on the right side, so this could pay off quite nicely for him if he plays this one smart. Get Right leading the way. Here we go. Oh, he's missed the opening shot, and Exist will get it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going all the way here. 4-2 is your overtime score, 19-17 overall in the bigger scheme in the second map here. But it looks as though NIP are ready for this one.
Yeah, Fetish could have played that one a bit better. Always easier for me to say and for him not to do. But I felt he had the advantage almost in there. That, you know, the element of surprise. If he'd landed the first shot on the plant, maybe then it could have been his round. And Get Right immediately coming under fire. Did return a little bit of damage back to Dupree, but Freeze is going to cover that one with the AWP. And they've made a quick move up here as well, but too quick because Freeze has seen it and seen off Forest. Left after this one. They can't win it in this one, but they'll be very close to it. Freeze gets his second of the round. Freiburg picked off, and then Freeze again! Headshot up! Overpowered kill onto Freiburg, and that's 3 out of 5 now. The other one's going to drop into the bomb site. Finish picks up the 4th of the round, and the last man alive now is Exist. And surely he can't do this, and he can't. Finish picks up a double. And the gap comes back down to 1. 19-18 and 3 rounds left. Unbelievable. You think just for a moment Copenhagen Wolves are going to win this in that first normal regular time. Then Ninjas in Pyjamas really come out of the blocks firing in overtime 1, and you think, yeah, they're back to their own ways. And you can't count out the Wolves.
Certainly cannot. They're a team that have been surprising me all the way through. I was a bit worried that the finals would not be as good as I hoped. Very games got to this position, but this is an incredible game. And the early exchange going down. Forest finding Dupree, Device replying, and now here comes the rest of NIP flooding towards the bomb site. It's literally going tit for tat right now. 3v3 situation. We do see Freiburg splitting through mid and splitting apart the Copenhagen Wolves every single step he takes, but he's got 2 to find now. Device. Oh, that nade could have been good, but didn't actually connect as well as I thought it might. Peers across. He's waiting.
The box is reinforced.
Apparently is, but not enough. Freiburg finds Device 1v1. Zip. Burst Freiburg. Lovely connection. He's actually might be able to do this. No, he gets denied. At the last hurdle to get the 4-man. Gets held off. And Copenhagen Wolves bring it back. All even. All square. And this could be double overtime.
Yeah, it's 19-19. Look at the scoreboard right now with the kills. It's ridiculous. I mean, I know we've played extra rounds, but they're still insane. Fiflaren, the only man really not featuring as highly as perhaps he should with 12. 24 for Exist. 33 for Freiburg, who gets dropped by Freeze early on in the round. And then we're back with Exist to reply on the AWP, and that's a big kill for them. Copenhagen Wolves were 3 down at one point in overtime. They've pulled it back to 19 all. Can they continue to do so? Device going to work on Forest. Flash will keep Get Right at bay for a little bit longer. 2 rounds remaining. Can one of these teams take 2 of them? Fetish nails Get Right at long range with the headshot. 4v2 now. Chance here perhaps for Copenhagen Wolves. 10 stuff right at the end of the round. Actually 50 seconds remaining in the round. Exist and Fifth Flower needing to move in together here, not isolated, and at the moment they are moving up mid-ramp. So we switch away. Is that because Zip is about to rotate and nail them? Well, here they go. Fifth Flower and then in towards the bomb site. Finish just sitting on the left-hand side of the box, and Fifth Flower dispatches of him. Dupree comes back in on Existo, and then Zip round the back on the Fifth Flower. And Copenhagen Wolves move not only to match point, but they move to RaidCall EMS 1 Full Cup #1 championship point.
And this is exactly what they needed. They're on their half, they're on their terms, and they have the momentum. But this is when NIP are their most dangerous. When everything is against them, they always somehow dig deep enough. It's the question, can they do it again? Against a team we'd never expect to come this far. We are going all the way, ladies and gents. We are going frag for frag here. No one is getting a huge lead, but finally Copenhagen Wolves breaking ahead a minuscule amount, but it could be just enough. Slow start. No one really wanting to fall prey to any early mistakes. Just waiting for that opening kill. It's Dupree to get it. Taking down Exist quickly. Evened all back up by Freeberg, who gets dropped down by Zip. This is going back and forth. 4v3 situation now. Fiflaren looking towards B, but the rest of his side are by A. We do still see Dupree laying in wait there. He could get some more. Fiflaren rotating round. Dupree's been dealt with by Get Right. Fiflaren finds another. This could be unbelievable. We could be going to double overtime right here, right now. 3v2, bomb going down. Where is the reply? Freeze gets 1. He gets shut down. It's all on Zip now. 1v2 after plant situation. Fiflaren lays in wait, and Fiflaren gets it in the bag. The man who didn't quite turn up through that game gets the most important kill for them. And we will be going all the way through.
2020. Vision.
You okay over there?
Yeah, just suffering a bit of an 80s flashback there. So, double overtime in the grand final after Copenhagen Wolves have lost the chance to seal the championship. Clutch Laren with the final kill.
When it matters. Everyone doubts him, but when it matters.
Not everyone doubts. I don't doubt him.
I'm
a
big
great
fan.
player.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I think he's a great player. I've been following for many, many years. Watched him 6, 7 years ago when he was playing Source. Good caller as well, actually. Does get his fair share of abuse for being NIP. But do you know what? Someone has to be the weak spot on the team. That doesn't mean them a bad player. Just look at their record. It's all about the teamwork, not always about the frag count. So, we're into round, get this, 41 of the second map. Fetish with the opening kill. Remember, they lost out to NIP fairly early on in the first set of overtime, and that really caused them to be behind. They were 3 rounds down at one point before coming back to then lead by a round. This time round, they've started much better, though, to their advantage. Get Right's going to even that up, though. And they start T-side, though. Fetish takes a little bit of a bulk shot to the face. 3v3. Get Right and Forest pick up another 2, and it's not gone well here for Copenhagen Games, has it? Let's face it, they're going to fall down here. Get Right's going to get another one. That's 3 in the round from him. 1 apiece for Forest and Freiberg. And Ninjas in Pyjamas start exactly the same way as they did the first set of overtime, by winning.
Yeah, but bear in mind, this is Copenhagen Wolves' best side. This is where they can generally make the rounds happen. They struggle on the T side for some reason, but if they start losing it on this half, they could be going into a 3 map. And Get Right is almost on 40 right now.
Almost at 40.
This is unbelievable. Absolutely unreal. So 21 to 20 overall, guys. Let's see if Copenhagen Wolves can deal with the threat of NIP now. Well, clearly not. Freeberg getting the first onto Fetish. 5v4, but look at Freeberg left on 1 HP. Not much left there. A little bit of a stack from the Copenhagen Wolves side towards the A area, but Freeze with enough room to rotate. Not too much of a threat there. But the rest of NIP are by B, so bear that in mind. Getride will be challenged by Dupree, and Getride will become the victor of that. Bit hap-handed, not sure why he felt the need to go for it, but then again, I'm not a top-tier player. What do I know? So now it's all eyes on Zip. Getting the tag onto Flower, and not going to get the frag though, and they're backing away. Offsetting the pace again. Freeze comes running round to support. Are they going all the way here? Oh wow, they actually are. They're going to go all the way back through spawn. They are running the clock to the absolute limit, leaving Forest alone by B. And maybe that's just enough. Looking at NIP there, they're so damaged. Freeze and Device can still do this. There's hope. A slither, but there's hope. Device. Another had Freeze, but it doesn't matter. Getride gets him down, and Getride gets the second. And Getride is pulling NIP through this towards the third map.
42 frags on the board for Getride. Don't see that every day. As good as he is. 2 in a row for NIP. And they've started very, very well this time round on the T side, which is much more valuable to them. I say much more valuable, I'm talking rubbish actually. It's mildly more valuable because it is a slightly CT bias map, but not much. Parts of damage. The second here, but Dupree and Freeze just about keep the Wolves in touch, and we're now at a 2v2. This coming under some intense pre-fire from Zip, and Freiburg now last man alive, bomb down, and knows it's down as well. Extraordinary. Maybe he didn't see it fall down. Still creeping around. It's like any moment now someone's going to just pop out and go BOOM! And you're going to jump out of your skin, and it's Freeze that jumps out and nails Freiburg to finish off the round. I think I scared Pansy.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Oh my goodness. 22-21. I can hardly believe I'm even saying the numbers.
Yeah, first time for everything, especially for me. I don't think I've actually seen it go this far before. I might have had one triple overtime, but nowhere near this close. No way, no how. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on in this round. We are into the double overtime, and look how aggressive the Copenhagen Wolves are going. They could be undone here by Freiburg, who's coming around behind them. He's read the play well, but Freeze denies a big bit of play going out from him as Forrest now picks up the mantle, finding Freeze, avenging his fallen teammate, leaving only 3 standing for the Copenhagen Wolves, who are left in tatters after that push coming around through that lower section of mid, catching them in the back, and Getride doing the same again. On to Dupree. Where was the cover? How was Getride allowed there? I do not know. But Zip now the next target of NIP's focus, and they're making it look easy now.
23-21. See the scores on the doors right now. 10-5 first half, 10-5 second half, 8-6 overtime. That's double overtime, of course. That's why we've played 14 rounds of potentially 20 extra rounds. Absurd. Oh, a little bit of team damage from Freiburg there. Doesn't matter too much though. Exist is made of sterner stuff. And double smoke on mid-ramp. Is that a telltale sign that they're going to be pushing into B? Well, they're pushing anywhere, right? Oh, that grenade was very, very good. Freiburg's head, he just couldn't have connected with that grenade any worse if he could try. And he's down to 11 health. Zip picking out Fifth Laren. Did he get the second one there? Well, we switched away just out of time. Freeze does pick up the kill on Exist, and Copenhagen Wolves just trying to come back in here and not let Ninjas in Pyjamas away too far. It's the last round of the first half. 23-22 would be pretty much what it was the first overtime from memory.
Vaguely.
Pansy's looking glazed eyed.
Yes, no, it was. in favour to Nip.
Our powers of memory recall are failing us as the night gets older. Device here with a kill to give them a 5v1. Forrest, though, no stranger to these positions, but he is dispatched to the grave by Freese, and Nip do go into the second half 1 round up.
It's the same scoreline as we had the first time, but it was on different sides.
Yes.
And bear in mind the Copenhagen Wolves do not have their strength on the T half. So this, in theory, if we're going by all other previous accounts, should be going to a third map. This should be NIP taking us to the other map. We can find out if it'll actually happen. We're going to wait and see. But right now, in my eyes, the reason they're getting through this is get right. Every important round that has come down to where they've had to brute force their way through it, it's get right stepping up time and time again. He's on 43 kills. It's not hard for me to point it out, but every situation where it matters, he gets so good. He just stands up and just somehow makes it happen.
He's also plus 18 KD as well, which is also pretty epic. Forrest is plus 10, Freiberg's plus 2, Exist is minus 4, Fifth Laren is minus 16 right now. Over on the Copenhagen Wolves side, Zip is plus 4, Dupree plus 1, Freese minus 2, Device minus 5, Fetish minus 8. So you can see the KD ratio right now is very much in Get Right's favour, and we do have a pause. But the intermission is over. Chalk ices have been served. Popcorn may be consumed. It's time for 5 more rounds of Counter-Strike Go.
I miss chalk ices. They were really good, alright? I'm just putting it out there. I've not had one in a long time. Anyway, we will be seeing the Copenhagen Wolves on the arguably harder side as a terrorist, but they should win this pistol if the Glocks are still up to what we imagined if it was a pistol, but it's not because it's overtime. So let's see what we've got going on. We do see early exchange going down. Copenhagen Wolves actually tagged up. Fifth Laren gets aggressive, trying to work on that KD, clearly. Hearing what you're saying, taking a little bit to heart. Dupree replying back. 4v4. All even, all square. Fifth Laren's early aggression now being sent back towards B. Again, his rotate on towards mid. Try to lock him down. Forrest going walkabouts as well, catching Fetish off. 4v3. Favour drastically to NIP now. Exist taking away. Lovely following up shot onto Freese, leaving only Device standing in a 1v4. And this could be the nail almost into the coffin of Copenhagen Wolves on this map. Let's see what Device is going to be doing. Exist, eyes trained on the exit there. And there's 3 very hungry players just steps away. Device steps away from Doom, and he does indeed go down. So NIP 4 rounds to the good against Copenhagen Wolves with just 2.
That didn't work either. I was hoping that would fix the scoreboard.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure it was 23-22 to Nip.
Yes, it was.
So if Copenhagen Wolves just won that game, won that round, it's 23-all. Not 24-22.
They didn't win that round.
Huh?
They didn't win that round.
No, Nip did.
It's just the names are backwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Think
so
about
that makes sense. Right, alright, yeah, I'm with you now. I've tried to fix it, but it doesn't work. So yeah, Copenhagen Wolves are actually 24-22 down right now. Gould. Why does it do that? Mind you, it's probably never been through 46 rounds of Counter-Strike before. Get Right and Forrest picking up the opening 2 kills. They're going to get another one here shortly. Forrest does pick up the kill onto Freese. And now, exchanging his weapon, will get dealt with by Device. Actually, Exist then in on Device. And Zip last man standing here. And NIP not too far away from being able to claim victory. That's 20 now. 1 more round. We'll see them taking us to a 3rd map of the evening.
Guys and girls, I hope you did get your chalk ice and popcorn, because you will not be leaving your seats for a good long while. If NIP get the next round, they'll be going into a 3rd map, completely ruining the build-up the Copenhagen Wolves had from the first start to the first over. Has been left in tatters because NIP have dug deep enough here. And here we go. First kills do go to NIP. They are making this one a quick game. They're not drawing this out. They're putting the Copenhagen Wolves out of their misery. It's now Device, the last man standing. It's almost all over. 1v4. I can feel the 3rd map is coming. Hopefully they're not feeling too worn out, because they've been taken all night now. The stack from NIP coming in. The fire strewn across the walls. Oh, he peers out to receive a face full of bullets. Here we go. And Freeberg will claim the last one. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going into a third map.
We certainly are. What better way to do it as well? 26-22 in the end in that game.
Amazing.
Stunning comeback from NIP because they were on the rocks for a little while. 10-5 down, remember, from the first half, and then 12-5 down after some brilliance from Device, winning a 1v2 clutch in the opening pistol round. And then somehow, even though they only needed 4 rounds to win, and don't forget, Copenhagen Wolves also had a championship point in the middle of that overtime that they could have won when the 2019 up, and they lost that one. So, right now, it's nicely poised at 1-1. Don't go too far away. We'll be right back with the third and final map of the RaidCall EMS 1 Full Cup number 1 between NIP and Copenhagen Wolves. Thanks for staying tuned.
fall so far. Now no one can find me. How'd I fall so far? Now no one can find me. There's nothing behind me to take me back to start. Can someone rewind me to who that I used to be? To who that I used to be. What if it doesn't feel like everyone said it should? What if I become? I've been to a place so cold it steals your soul. It takes more than hope, it takes its toll. Where the fine line begins and heroes end, where the naysayers pray and the innocents sin. Where night conquers day and fortunes fade, and land sharks stay and hurt won't go away. When trouble sets in and you can't get out, cause there's so much fear and doubt. I've been beat up and broken down, and I've been there 1,000 times. I may have walked through the worst in hell, my friend, and we all got our reasons why. I give my life for the things I had, and it all flies by so fast. I may have walked through the worst in hell, my friend, and now I know I was built to last, built to last. I've been to a place so dark it breaks your heart. The devil's teeth stay sharp and they leave their mark, and everything you built fucking falls apart. If you made it this far, you're right back where you start. And people work hard and just get by. Can't hang your head or hold it too high. No matter what's at stake, you stake your claim, and I won't live my life in vain. I've been beat up and broken down, and I've been there 1,000 times. I may have walked through the worst in hell, my friend, and we all got our reasons why. I give my life for the things I had, and it all flies by so fast. I may have walked through the worst in hell, my friend, now I know I was built to last. Built to last, I'm built to last. Built to last. Keep rolling on, there's no looking back. Keep rolling on, there's no looking back. Built to last. Built to last. Keep rolling on, there's no looking back. Keep rolling on, there's no looking back. I've been beat up and broken down, and I've been there 1,000 times. I may have walked through the worst in hell.
Okay, welcome back to RaidCall EMS 1 Grand Final from the Fall Cup number 1, where things are tied up nicely. 1-1 between Ninjas in Pyjamas and Copenhagen Wolves after an epic, titanic struggle, some might say, on map number 2, where NIP came back from the dead to stay alive in the Grand Final. We are almost ready to get underway. In fact, let's drop you into the game right now, and you can see what's going on. I think we... And Freeze says his boss is gonna be happy, apparently. I don't know what he's gonna be happy about, but maybe he's being sarcastic.
Maybe. They're not very sarcastic, these guys. They're very serious, if you ever meet them.
Serious business right now. $600 up for grabs for the winners, $200 for second place, and more importantly, probably for these teams, although I am guessing, are the points available to make sure that they qualify for the end of season group stage last 16. Top 16 in the rankings. You can check them out at csgo.raidcall-ems1.com. We are underway in our final knife round. Number 1. Don't forget. Bing bing. Don't forget you can tune in next week on Tuesday from 7 o'clock Central European Summer Time for Cup number 2 week of September on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Always with 3 games on the Tuesday and then the semi-finals, both semi-finals and the grand final on Wednesday evenings. I will be doing next week, and then I think we also have Jason coming back as well to do some more CS as well. No, you won't.
Deep down.
Liar.
So deep down.
Lies.
No one will ever notice it.
Lies.
But also, I do want to say thank you to everyone for tuning into this, because there's an incredible amount of these guys turning out to watch this game. Thank you for sticking with us all night. It's been a long night. There's been some incredible games, and it's certainly not over yet. We are on to the 3rd map here, and this is going to be the defining moment. Who would have thought that Copenhagen Wolves, of all teams, would be the ones to take Ninjas in Pyjamas, not only on the 1st map, they took it onto the 2nd, they got into double overtime, and then they've taken it to the 3rd map now.
I just realised I could have used Twitch chat to do the last knife round, and I didn't.
Could have.
So we'll have to do that one next week instead. Nice start from Get Right. There was also the, not the Molotov, the incendiary grenade. Yeah, it's late. Also being dispatched down the bottom of mid. It didn't claim any victims. See the little flame popping up on our screen on the top right hand corner, but well, Copenhagen Wolves aren't done just yet. They were down 5-3. It's now 3v3, and look at the health bars right now. Not very healthy for NIP. No hospitals in sight for these poor counter-terrorists. They're going to have to put up with what they've got, and it's not a lot right now. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. 3v3. NIP defending the sites nicely. Freiburg does pick up one. Lovely headshot in on Freeze. Can he be disposed of? Yes, he can. Dupree can reply back for his first kill in the game. And it's now a 2v2. Both sides not looking particularly healthy, although Get Right, dangerously right now, has a full set of health points. Nicely poised. Fiflaren trying to pick off Dupree. Dupree inside the bomb site. Flash does go down there. Get Right picks up the kill on Zip though. He's now back down to 25. Can Dupree clutch? Oh my goodness! Dupree with an epic clutch right at the end of the game. Forrest says HP question mark. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference, sir. You've been dealt with, and Copenhagen Wolves win round 1.
What a way to get things underway here in the final map. And that was incredible. He's been astounding throughout as well. Dupree was the defining player on the last map. When they won rounds, generally it was because of his hand. Let's see what they have in store now. NIP still a very dangerous side. Freeze has got the first onto Freiburg. And that is a big mistake. That could have gone a lot worse then. But mistakes like that can cost you rounds. Bear that in mind. Flaren just dancing with Fetish down mid. Here comes the counter now just to knock him away. Make sure he doesn't get too ambitious down there. Oh, what he has. Fiflaren's the one to get the headshot onto Fetish. And we are getting a little bit of goatee legs. There we go.
I'm just joining in.
That was lovely. I thought you were having a little bit of a sing-along, or maybe
no,
you're breaking down. I know you get old and fast for a while. You kind of
cranky.
run out of steam. Cranky is the best word for it. Anyway, Forrest doing work with the pistol. We know he can. Him and Fiflaren have been just tearing them apart down mid one by one, and given the NIP the advantage in the second round that 74% of the time, it's my new favourite stat, always goes 3 rounds to whoever picks up that first. But Copenhagen Wolves finally get back into this one. Zip taking down Forrest. Strong arming through there. 3v3 now. HP still fairly even as well, bear in mind. Down in right now because NIP have actually turned that around. And they shouldn't have done at all. By no account should Fiflaren and Forrest been able to do that down.
Yeah, and you know what? From other than a bit of brilliance from Dupree in the opening round, this could have been 2-0 to Nip. So that was a bit odd. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Oh, I hope he hasn't crashed. No, he's moving now. Thank the Lord. I thought Freeze had crashed for a moment, but he has now joined the party. And of course that's forced the Wolves onto a save round, and Freiburg and Exista showing them how you deal with an eco. 4v2 right now. Oh, little run through from Fries with the P90 in hand. Now, was that a mistake in buying that P90? Maybe, who knows? They also had an AK there as well, and that's not worked well, has it?
No,
so let's just check out money-wise. No, they're okay. So actually, that was I think it was just a tactical half buy.
Right.
But not quite enough this round to go by. So they're going to pull back this time and save. But that's all a bit messy right now, isn't it? Win the opening round, lovely. Lose a gun round, not so good. And then lose a partial buy. So instead, they're going to reset properly and go for a 4 eco this time. Look at Get Right, it's gone very aggressive. Oh my goodness, they're all just going to fall over in front of Get Right down the bottom of mid. A classic rotation from Get Right and a triple added to the scoreboard. 3-1 to NIP.
Yeah, and it's Get Right again, the man at the very top of that scoreboard, sitting on 6-1. Looking on the other side, Fetish and Device yet to get a kill. Couple of assists, but that's all they've actually managed. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. 3-1. It's time for Copenhagen Wolves to step up. They have to. You can't allow NIP to get into that comfort zone because they're so damn dangerous. And there we have it. Forrest does find Device looking for the second. He knows there's another there. Freeze's nade just giving that. Oh, he got a glimpse, but it wasn't enough. Forrest now backing away. And it's Flaren and Gerrit who's going to be the next to face the Wolves who are flooding in towards them, focusing down towards a nice shotgun end from Gerrit. Dupree comes across, the man who's been doing so much work for this side now has to do it again, but will they expect McLaren here? A bit of pre-fire. He knows he's there, he has got a glimpse, he's going to be challenging together with Zip, but they've actually not been able to take him down. He still stands, finally goes down, but he's caused enough of an upset to get the damage dealt towards the likes of Dupree. 3v3 now. All the players by apartments waiting to go through. Freiburg, the one standing by B, just in case they decide to rotate. There's still 40 seconds on the board. There's such a danger on this map. There you go. Flashes are landing. Forrest does fall to the hand of Zip. Now it's time to pounce. Will they be able to find Exist in time though? That is the big question. Smoke will come out. Bomb in the hands of Fries has gone down. So now the arch plant situation. Exist and Freiburg to bring this one back. Freiburg through the arch. Exist just beside him. Oh, that flash has really slowed them down. Nice timing on that flash. Keeping them away, keeping them at bay. And Dupree and Fries can just lock it down. Clock is now ticking against NIP. They've got to make their move fast if they want to be doing it here. And I think at this very moment, they're looking for the exit kills. And Freiburg pounds it onto Fries, using that ult for bait. Exist finds Dupree. And now Zip, the last man standing, the man who made it work so well towards A, does manage to survive. But the T-side will get the round there, and they needed that one. They needed to start building back here. 3-2 to the overall scoreline. And I think Zip's pretty much the one to thank for that one.
Yep, survived as well. And we'll toss out a weapon. They'll have fine weaponry as far as Copenhagen Wolves are concerned, but have a look at NIP. Just want to see what they've got in terms of weaponry. Tell me now. There we go, M4s abundantly. So all good in the pyjamaed household as far as weapons are concerned. And a really topsy-turvy start to this game. Copenhagen Wolves winning the first round, Nip then coming back to win 3, Wolves then picking another one up. No momentum whatsoever to either side, and we haven't really seen it in the first 2 maps either. Very, very even between them. We've played best part of 77 rounds now, including the 5 in this one. That's 82 rounds of Counter-Strike between these 2 sides. And we're in map 3, and it's 3-2 to one of the 2 teams. So that tells you everything you need to know. Forrest now picking up a kill on Fries. Gerrit will come round the side of Quad and get a second inside. 2 for Gerrit to give them a 4-2 lead. And that's good stuff from Ninjas in Pyjamas. They have been on the back foot in the first half of both the previous 2 maps, of course.
Very true, and the best thing I've heard today, to be fair, and I did get it from Twitch, that was, if you don't know where Gerrit is, he's behind you. Every time he does it, always on the rotate. We saw a little bit of a back and forth between him and Fetish on the last map, but right now he is the king of that. And look at that nade, absolute annihilation. Freeberg goes absolutely wild and gets the ace. Nice, clean, simple work. Lost about 70 HP, but that was enough to take down the entirety of the Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, if you missed that, you probably blinked or something, or you sneezed, or you said one word and you missed all of those kills. Just rewind the VOD when you're watching it, and play that one back time and time again when you want to show your team how to anti-eco, because that was perfect. Nicely done. 5-2 now. Boosts coming in. Yep, boost from Exist. Let's just show you that. Oh, hello. Switch completely away. I'm going to have to go right round the other way of the map now. You're going to get all sick. Look. But there we go. There's the boosts. So he's pushed him up there. And we'll now cover top mid. Oh, in fact, thank you very much, Autodirect. That's very kind. You'll see, though, that the early part of those boosts was that they used to use the little edge of the balcony and stand up top, but they were far too easily seen. So what they do now is they sit at the back of the balcony on the straight bit, which means that when you pop round there, you automatically, it's not really in your peripheral vision up high, and you can see what I mean by that. Look, they're going to pop round the corner. They haven't seen him yet. They've waited and waited, and there it is. Look, he's now being picked off. He does get shot down, though, by Freese, who was wise to that one, but only after he dispatched his teammate. 4v2. And this should be a Copenhagen Wolves round. Still laying some fire down here. They might pick up a couple of accidents, but nothing more than that. 3 men in pit. It's a lot to get rid of. Get Right is just going to wait for anyone to come out of White Halls, but he's going to be waiting a while. Freiberg's fine. I'm interested to see, actually, how many of these Copenhagen Wolves survived the bomb blast, because they're quite close. No, actually, they're fine. They were at the back of pit, so that's fine. 5-3 then.
Yeah, and Copenhagen Wolves making that look easy peasy lemon squeezy. But why can't they do it on a consistent basis? Because they're not quite NIP yet. It takes a lot of time to be able to execute things that perfectly. And if Forrest actually executed what he intended to, they would have been in severe trouble. But didn't manage it in that moment. Anyway, we'll be going forward. See what he can bring now. And see what they can do. Maybe start building back some of the confidence they lost after obviously losing those pistols and things they shouldn't have done. Mistakes happen. But now they need to kind of claw themselves back together. So, Apartments push it is. We will be seeing, I do believe, it's Zip just keeping eyes down Banana. The vast majority of the Wolves are by A. Forrest will be the one to receive. Get Right in tow. The classics of NIP. Just steps away. You can see the absolute train of bodies flooding in towards Forrest. And it's Zip to get the first. Fetish following onto McLaren. And here comes Exist. 1, 2, gets the third. He's looking for the fourth right now. He's going to back away, play it smart. But that looked insane play with that auto sniper. We thought it was Get Right's gun. But right now Exist is really making a name for himself with it. As it is a 2v2 after plant now. Exist could go for the ace. Not in a bad place for it. No, but that nade beautifully put to the floor there, taking him out, leaving only Freeberg alive in a 1v2. Fetish, though, locking down the bomb, laying in wait. Peers up a touch, and it's Fetish to get it. Well positioned, well played out. And Copenhagen Wolves, now in their afterplant situations, are executing very well.
5-4. Question from chat was, do I have a cold? Well spotted.
Can you tell?
I am full of cold, unfortunately. But all good. Don't get me from stopping me from doing some CS, just because of our nasty old Gamescom layover cold thing. I've had it for a week though.
Aww.
I know. Raise your flu symptoms. See if that one gets
Raise your lemsip.
Yeah, raise your lemsip. Dangerous bit of damage done on Freese there at the bottom of Banana. Down to 10 HP. That's limited their attacking options a little bit here. Zip, very nervous back in those White Halls. It's a dodgy old place to be if you haven't spotted anyone going in the back bedroom. You almost have to have eyes in the back of your head and the side of them, as well as the front. And ears everywhere. Still 5v5. And Copenhagen Wolves now running out of time. 40 seconds remaining here. Does lay down a bit of damage. Gentright picks up the opening kill. Dupree replying back though. And now the kills start coming in an abundance. 28 seconds remaining now. Forrest going huge, picking up a headshot on Dupree, and then picks up the second one on Device. Now Freeze the last man standing. And remember, he was already tagged down to 10 HP. So he does have the bomb though, and he is in the bomb site. Now 10 seconds remaining. We'll get the bomb planted at least for the cash, but now has to defend against 3. This is a tall order right now, and he knows they're all going to be rotating from CT spawn. We'll have heard the flash go off. Waits by tree. Flash going over the top. He's going to get one here. He's going to be patient and wait though. That's brilliant play. That's absolutely fucking unbelievable play by Freeze. I can't even believe he allowed them to just walk past. Patient play. It's not going to make any difference in the end. Sadly, after some phenomenally clever brain play from Freeze, he still ends up losing the round.
That was a real shame then. That was literally on a plate for him.
Oh my
If he managed to pull that off, wow. Anyway, we are 6-4 currently. NIP in the lead by... Let's see what we've got in store. Whew, it's been a long night, ladies.
It has been a long night.
It's been a long night. We are into the third map here after a double overtime. And NIP looking a little bit stronger here. Forrest showing us his knife skills. It's nice of him. Anyway, 5v5 still. The T side of Copenhagen Wolves looking towards the A-bomb site. There's Freeberg and Forrest pushing down Banana. And here we go. There comes the absolute hordes of the opposition. Gentright deals with 2, but Fetish and Vice get 2 back. Gentright with the 3rd. Going for the 4th. Can he get the ace? Oh my word. Yes, he can. Gentright on the bomb, locking it down single-handedly, annihilating the opposition and sending them back and quite possibly onto an eco.
Is that... I count that as 3 aces in the final tonight on their own. Now, when you go back to Season 1 and Season 2, we had a maximum of 5 aces through the entire competition each week. We've just had 3 in the grand final in one night. Insane. Uh oh, hello. Fifth Lounge just going to fill his boots here. He's got 3 and couldn't quite get the 4th. Forrest still cleaning up the last one. But 3 from Fifth Lauren in that round. Just checking on the scoreboard right now. Gentright has 173 frags at the top. Exists with 10, Freiburg with 11, Fifth Lauren and Forrest with 8 apiece. Can't remember the last time I saw Forrest at the bottom of the scoreboard. That's mental. Freeze 7, Zip 7, Dupree 7, Fetish 5 and Device has 3. And we've only played 12 rounds.
Indeed, insane stuff here coming out in the defining map for these two. Oh, Dupree had a little bit of a go at Forrest there, and he felt the wrath of that man with an AWP. So 4v4 now, all even, as Device did find Freeberg while that Maelstrom went down. And now Banana being the main focus for Copenhagen Wolves, with Fetish just splitting off towards mid, keeping eyes out for Gentright. We know how he likes to play. Give him a chance, he'll be right behind you. Anyway, pushing forward. Using a little bit of smoke. The lovely shot from Fetish. Good connection onto Forrest, takes him out, avenging his earlier teammate Dupree. Now, 4v3. Fetish making some real legwork here. Actually got himself all the way around towards A. There is still 2 players' eyes on it. Gentright coming through from the arch, and I do believe it's Flaren still stuck in by the apartments. And I'm sure Copenhagen Wolves can work. There we go, Freeze opening up by B. This is great stuff. They're pushing their way forward. And now, 4v2. Gentright with 1 HP remaining. Fifth Laren's gone down, and now only Gentright stands. And as good as this man is, as gifted as he may be, 1 HP, 4 players, and a bomb to defuse. Don't quite see it working for him.
He's good. But even Gentright isn't that good.
There's limits.
There are... basically, he can deliver the impossible. But the unbelievable takes a bit longer.
Juicy.
Juicy.
It's one of your favourite words from tonight.
I know. That was a conversation with Dupree. HP question mark? 21. Juicy.
Fantastic use of words.
Juicy.
a better vocabulary than I do, and I'm meant to do this for a living. I haven't quite gone down to Juicy. If Flaren ever wanted to cast, he can take my place. That man's pretty good at it. Same with Forest.
Let's hope he doesn't need to.
Please don't fire me, sir.
8-5. NIP leading on CT side. Lovely double grenade down bottom of Banana. Lands exactly where it should have done on the top of Zip's head. And he is sent off to Counter-Strike Heaven. With the Ninjas now looking to take a greater lead in the first half. They will guarantee themselves, of course, the first half lead with at least an 8-7 lead, but I'm pretty sure they'll be loving a 10-5. That would be retribution for the first two maps as well. Complete turnaround. Seems 10-5 is the only score you get between these two on Counter-Strike right now, because they've done it for 4 halves in a row. Lovely grenade off the skybox. But all quiet on the western front right now. They are going to push 4 men back towards the bottom of Banana. Oh, I say that, and then one decides he's going to go back. In fact, I think they're going to leave Dupree top mid. No, they're actually going to push now through quad. Finish picks up the first one. Forrest replying back. And here comes the charge. The cavalry are walking in towards the cover bomb site now. Freeze caught a little bit slow as he made his way towards the bomb site with that bomb in hand. And then Fifth Laren and Forrest combined to destroy them on site. And nip lead 9-5.
Yeah, bear in mind this is a CT-based map. 55% is towards the CT. So it's not an unbearable scoreline for the Wolves, but a lot of the rounds they've lost have been quite painful ones. They've got some great ones in there, good executed rounds, well played out, but still, could expect a little bit more possibly. Anyway, Get Right going down Banana this time, switching up. Normally playing by 8, he's looking for something else. Fetish just down the end. Drop out that smoke just to give him a little bit of cover. The vast majority of the Wolves are once again by the apartments. Forrest actually edging up this time, with Flaren as well using the smoke.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and that Molotov could cause trouble. Fetish looking to go now. Through mid we are. But, exists. Nice counter positioning there for Flaren. Has found Dupree as well. Forrest just tracking them beautifully on the way out. That's some nice aim. The device comes through. 3v2.
Holy
Device can
Moses.
still do something. Yeah, can't count him out yet. Neither can you freeze. He's found exists somehow. I didn't even see that one. And now in a 1v2, the bomb is down and ticking. But he has Freeberg and Get Right to find it. Get Right wouldn't allow it to happen, and neither will Freeberg. He'll find that one, get the defuse, and take him to a good half, I'd say.
Yeah. 10-5, as I said earlier. We've now played 5 halves of maps in the grand final, and the score has been but I'm not sure about that. I don't believe that Copenhagen Wolves' CT side is as good as NIP's. There you are, laying it on the line. First half is done and dusted. 10-5 to NIP. The Swedes leading the way. Get Right with 16. And all of the team, interestingly, in double figures from the first half. And likewise on the other half, Copenhagen Wolves, none of them. Push it. Very aggressive from Dupree. He's going to have to back away from this, though. Lands a stunning headshot on Forrest at the top of Banana. Can he get a second one here? He's coming under fire. He's going to have to call the rotation. Dupree does get a second one in there. Zip gets a firebomb kill with the incendiary grenade on Fifth Laren. I can only assume that he was low on health anyway from the gun. Now, Julie's not working particularly well to start with for Get Right, but then does pick up the kill on Freeze. But it's now a 3v1, and what do you know? We've switched sides, and Copenhagen Wolves I know exactly where he is, but that's a fantastic flash! Phenomenal flash from Freiberg. He's now got him down to a 1v1 with bomb planted here. 1v3. Becomes 1v1. Dupree on the hunt now. Doesn't want to get too far away from the bomb. Freiberg, oh, he turns his back on him. Now, got to go face to face, and does clutch the round. Freiburg, you insane clutch master, takes down a 1v3 to win the pistol round for Ninjas in Pyjamas, and you have to say, maybe, just maybe, that's the round that might win them the entire thing.
I wouldn't want to doubt you on that front. That was fantastic to see him step up like that, exactly when it mattered. I was thinking, dear Lord, Copenhagen will now have a chance to bring this all the way through. This is going to go all the way back to that even scoreline, maybe in overtime. But that little boost of confidence is just going to be enough. Freiburg now follows up onto Dupree, Exist onto Fetish. More what we usually see now, Exist through the smoke on the device. He knew how they'd counter it, and this is simple stuff for the boys in NIP. Making light work of the opposition, who've dragged them to a third map here. And there we have it. 5 members stay alive for NIP, 5 full for the Copenhagen Wolves, and we are on to our 18th round, 12-5.
What do you know? So, after 95 rounds of Counter-Strike in the grand final this evening, Ninjas in Pyjamas need just 4. That would mean we played 99 in 3 maps. Insane amount of Counter between these two teams. It's currently just past midnight Central European summertime. We're now into Thursday.
It's my day off, I'm off.
Alright, you can go.
Alright, see you later.
12-5 to NIP.
Try and find Joe.
Ha! Good luck with that. Copenhagen Wolves, though, suddenly looking like they're in a bit of trouble. For the first time this evening, it has to be said, and let's not forget they had championship point in the last map as well. They could have sewn this up and done and dusted it. Right now, Dupree has been taken care of, and it's just 4 men with Pyjamas right now. There's virtually no grenades or flashes. In fact, the flashes have been used now. There's just a single grenade between them. Reese is now going to pop round the corner. Ooh, did a little bit of damage, but then got picked off. Genright gets rid of Device, who was on site through the box. And it's now 5v2, and this risky Pyjamas buy has not worked for Copenhagen Wolves at all. And I think that's going to push them onto an eco, which you have to then say is 14-5, and that's a long way back. Freiburg now, having had the best clutch of the evening in a 1v3, is picked off by Fetish, and he then gets disposed of by Genright. It's now a 4v1. Forrest will polish off the last man, and Nip do confirm the round. They played that one very patiently. It's now 13-5, and a quick check in the money department shows that the counter-terrorists are in requirement of a loan of some kind, and you don't get those in this game. So, it's an eco.
Indeed. And still a dangerous side to take on in eco. You can't underestimate. We saw Dupree doing very well, but generally it's NIP who likes to turn around. I don't think we'll be seeing much here. Double nade down long does great work towards Fiflaren. Freiburg is tagged up as well, spreading away. Damage has been dealt. Not bad at all. Backing off now. They're actually going to be really trying for this one, and it's paying off lovely right now. Device finding Genright, peering out of the shadows out of nowhere, and now they can surely work out where the remains of NIP are. This is going to be incredible. If they turn this around, this is a real turn of the books. But NIP have made their way towards B. Here comes Exist. There he goes. Gets 2. Forrest gets the 3rd. And now Device, the last man standing in a 1v2. It's still possible. He did pick up that AK. Let's see if he can use it. He certainly can. Forrest is out of there. 1v1. Exist with the bomb. It's not down yet. There's the smokes. Both going for a very similar style there. Now Device peering through, and he's merely met with a flurry of bullets from Exist.
I mean, easy after the fact, but you're a CT. Smoke's been deployed. He hasn't planted, and time's running out. What do you do? Yeah, chill out. So. Wait in the smoke. Wait for you till you hear the sounds of bombs being planted, and then go for it. I mean, easy to say for us. We're sitting here and we're not in the middle of a game that's been going on for about 30 days. So, 14-5, Ninjas in Pyjamas. Good effort from Copenhagen Wolves, though, because that wasn't an eco, don't forget. But now, this thing just got very real, because Copenhagen Wolves cannot afford any more mistakes here. They have to get back into the game now or never. And Device starts them off nicely with a headshot in on Forrest. Patience is a virtue, so they tell us, and it's something that Copenhagen Wolves are going to have. Now, it's always difficult when you want to force the game, but actually you're a CT, because you have to play it patiently. You can be a Inferno, no problem, but it's a risky way of playing, and often leads to failure, and they cannot afford another one. Ninjas in Pyjamas just 2 rounds away from claiming their 3rd cup in 3 seasons of the regular cups. They're also the champions of the season 1. They would be the only team who have done that, and they are now just a couple of rounds away. Now, some fire down here from Finish. It's a bit spammy, if I'm honest. It's now a 3v3. There was smoke down, so you had every right to go for it, but now needs some accuracy. NIP on the site, nicely set up with a crossfire. 1 man over towards Coils, 1 man behind. Device dispatches of him though, and picks up the second one on Viflar, and Fetish gets rid of Get Right. And somehow they've turned that one around, and Copenhagen Wolves stay alive again.
This is... I don't want to say it's a comeback. I don't want to say it. It's 14-6.
The funny thing is, the last track that played on the music playlist before we came into this was by a band called Red Light King. Any guesses what the name of the track was?
Please don't tell me it was a comeback.
It was Comeback.
Don't call it a comeback, I've been here for years. Good songs, folks. 14-6 is your scoreline currently. Copenhagen Wolves finally picking up a round here. But is there too much damage been dealt already? Is it too far gone? We can only find out. They can build up now. They did it before, they can do it again. But can they do it to NIP? So, Fetish peers through mid. Gets a good connection onto Forrest there, makes him back away. Nade will follow, not going to take him down though. As Device still waits. Bullets whizzing past his head. NIP look like they're going towards A. Splitting Freeberg down towards B. Now slowing it down. Not finding an easy way through here. I think they are going to be rotating up towards Banana. B will be the bomb site they are looking towards right now. Smoke's being lined up. And tossed out. And it's just about go time. Here we go. NIP putting all their eggs in one basket. Dupree waiting to receive. He gets the first. Gonna look for the second. He's got the spray. It's not gonna happen though. Fiflaren denies. And they slowly but surely make their way towards that B bomb site. But Frace and Get Right still dancing between each other. Get Right gets the better of him. Device tries to handle the threat and denies Get Right getting around the back of the Wolves. And now 3v3. Forest exists and Fiflaren to hold on. The bomb is down. It's all on this retake to deny Ninjas in Pyjamas the match point here. There we go. Forest pushing in. It's Zip to actually get him first. Zip gets the second. And now only Fiflaren stands. 1v3. He's got the first. Looking for the second. He gets attacked. Not the frag. And he goes and gets it somehow. Oh my word, Fiflaren. If of you to step up and show exactly why you're in this lineup, it's that round to take your team to that 15-round marker. Oh my word.
Clutch Lauren does it again in a 1v3 on the bomb site. 15-6. 9 championship points for Ninjas in Pyjamas. It's such a shame in a way that one of these teams has to lose the game. But Copenhagen Wolves have put up a magnificent fight this evening. They really have. Missed out on a championship point as well. Device now only with a pistol in hand. They've got an M4. It's a real eclectic mix of weapons for this final round. They've got a FAMAS, a Deagle. They'll do what they can, but they are just 4 men away from falling to the world champions again. Zip making a rotation. Going to push 2 men onto that B bomb site. They only have 1 there, but NIP have got 3 men going towards A, and they're going to drop 1 in Boiler. Get Right picks up the frag on Device. Defensive flash is coming round the corner. Here comes Fiflaren. Here we go. Push into the site. 39 seconds remaining. 1 man down in pit. Is the only man defending A. They've left 2 on the other side, but Freeze has done a good job. He's disposed of Exist, but now checking left, right and centre all round everywhere. They're going to plant for balcony, and Fiflaren puts down what might be the last bomb plant of the game. Get Right picks up the frag on Zip, and the one on Dupree, and GG is exchanged between the 2 teams. 6 overall, And that, ladies
Wow.
and gentlemen, is game over as far as Ninjas in Pyjamas are concerned. But I have to tell you, Copenhagen Wolves tonight have put up a brilliant showing.
Do you know what? I was worried about them being in the finals, thinking, oh, they're not going to be like a very games, are they? It's not going to be the classic one between the first season winners and the second season winners. I really wanted that, and then it starts building this game, and the first map, actually, they won it. They picked up Dust 2, and I was like, what? Second map, we go to double overtime.
Yep.
Unreal things have happened. In the third map, we saw NIP stepping up, 16-6 there at the end.
We've also individual play tonight as well, because we've seen three aces in the final.
Yep.
And we've seen monstrous clutches by both sets of players. I mean, Freiburg had probably the best one of the lot. We've seen Verflauwen in a 1v3. We've seen Device have a 1v2 that really saved them in that game as well. I mean, just crazy play all evening. So, in summary, we're going to go home and get some sleep because it's now 12:15 here.
It looks
Germany.
like I need it, doesn't it, guys? I'm going to say it for
definitely,
you.
my cold is very bad right now. I'm coughing and spluttering everywhere. So, thank you very much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the coverage. We hope that the stream issues early on didn't spoil your evening. But if they did, make sure you check out the VODs. They will be on ESL.tv tomorrow. So make sure you check back. You can always watch them back on the Twitch TV channel as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed the RaidCall. EMS 1 Full Cup number 1 will be back next Tuesday at 7 PM Central European Summer Time for Cup number 2. Join us then. Thanks very much.
Many times I walk the line, I roll the dice and question my life. Many times I sacrifice and dealt with the pain. I've been down this road before where the dead ends are, it rains and it pours. I've been down below and it's the price that I pay. Well, I know how it feels when you have to start again. Now there's no one to save me. I know how it feels when the world is gonna end, but they'll see. I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna dig 6 feet up tonight. I'm gonna get it all back. I'm gonna make a comeback this time. Look into my eyes, you see a graveyard filled with dirt and defeat. Look into my eyes, you see the weight on my soul. Where the fallen angels sleep, the crooked hearts and the crossroads meet. Where the haters say my name and carve it in stone. I know how it feels when I haven't got a friend, even when they're standing beside me. I know how it feels when the world is gonna end, but they'll see. I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna dig 6 feet up tonight. I'm gonna get it all back. I'm gonna make a comeback this time. Risk it all, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna break my back and risk it all. Gonna pick my spot, take my shot, swallow my pride and risk it all. I'm gonna risk it all, and I won't look back. I'm gonna pick my spot, take my shot, swallow my pride and risk it all. The lights on, the last round. The dark horse keeps on fighting. I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna dig 6 feet up tonight. I'm gonna get it all back. I'm gonna make a